Now, in the next two examples, it does get harder because notice how we're throwing in some positives and some negatives. So if I have x squared plus 5x minus 36, the x squared is still going to go here. These two terms are going to be my linear terms. But now my constant is a negative 36. So my area of an x squared, my dimensions are still going to be x by x. But now notice how if I have an area of negative 36, notice how that's going to be a lot harder to come up with. You see, because factors of negative 36, well, I can list my factors of 36, but the thing is when I'm multiplying two numbers, you know one of them has to be a positive and one of them has to be a negative. So factors of negative 36. Well, again, trial and error. You can play around with it and see what you can come up with. But we can also kind of help rule some things out. See, it has to be factors of negative 36, but notice how these two are going to have to combine and add to 5. So let's start off by listing my factors of 36. 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12. Will 4 go into 36? 4 times 9. Will 5 go into 36? No. Will 6 go into 36? Yes, 6 times 6. So out of the 5 sets that I've got listed here, only one of them is going to work. If I go and I look at 1 and 36, is there any way that I can put these two together and somehow make it come up with an add to 5? And the answer is no. What about 2 and 18? Is there any way I can combine 2 and 18 together to make it add to 5? No matter what I do, no. So what about 3 and 12? Is there any way I can put 3 and 12 together to make it add to 5? No. So what about 4 and 9? I could say 9 minus 4, that's going to add to 5, which means if my 4 is negative, now I have my 1 negative and my 1 positive, so now I have my magic set that's going to work. So now what does that mean? That this one of these is going to be the positive 9, one of these is going to be the negative 4, and when I fill out the inside, x times 9 is 9x, x times negative 4 is negative 4x, and 9 times negative 4 is negative 36. So my dimensions are x plus 9 and x minus 4. So what about the last one? So we set it up, x squared here, something x, negative 24 goes here. So my dimensions, x and x. So now how do I go straight to this part here without having to do a lot of guessing and checking? Factors of negative 24 that add to negative 2. So again, 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, 5 won't go into 24, we've met in the middle. So which set does it have to be? Which one's the only set that's going to add to negative 2? I think it's got to be 4 and 6, because 4 take away 6 is going to get me a negative 2. So one of these has to be a negative 6, one of them has to be a positive 4. Now we have our inside, negative 6x, positive 4x, combines to negative 2, so my dimensions are x minus 6 by x plus 4.